The main thing is, fam, we need those artists to level up, bro. To level up and to support, man.
So we want some names, big man. Give us some names on people. People that have said they're going to help the soup kitchen but ain't.
Fam, we've had all the names. We've had all the names. I've done this for the culture. I've done this for the culture. For me, who's born, bred, raised, council estates, Brixton, utterly gutter. I don't get support from the people who I really want to get support from. I want to get support from my peers. I'm getting supported from businesses that wouldn't understand me. They understand my work, they understand the work ethic, but do they understand me?
Brixton Soup Kitchen, you know what it is, Solomon. What you say, it's trying times right now, big man.
Right now, it's half term, bro. So half term means, for some, holidays, Camber Sands, Disneyland. But you see, for people like me on council estates, bro, we had like youth centers. So youth centers for me, I had like Marcus Lipton, I had Loughborough, I had Dexter Playground. We had so many different youth clubs where we can go to and get a free meal in it. So I don't know if people remember tuck shops. You go to the tuck shops, you got like a little £2 in your pocket, you can get pure things. For me, who couldn't have £2 in my pocket, there'll be certain little programs that they'll do where they'll kind of come to you on a little one-away thing and be like, bro, what, like, you got peas, you got any money? And I'm like, no, like, I got no money. So then they wouldn't make it bait. So they'll be like making everybody pay their bread to get a food, but then for people like myself and a couple of my brethrens, they'll give us food for free. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So right now, 2020, dire times, there's no youth clubs. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no community centers. There's community centers and there's youth clubs, but it's not as how it was as prominent when I was younger, innit? Yeah. So now I'm in my big 30s and I'm thinking I need to now think of something what I can do to reach those young people who's struggling. You know, massive big ups to Marcus Rashford, because his same story was man's story. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And this is why these politicians wouldn't really understand, because remember, they don't go through those type of little dire needs. Yeah. You know what I mean? When it's half term for them, that means they're going on a holiday, their passport's getting stamped. Yeah. For us, we ain't got no passport. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? We ain't going on no holiday. If we ain't bunking train with the man them to go Brighton, we ain't seen Brighton. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If we ain't climbing behind Chesterton with the bolt cutters, do you remember the bolt cutters? Yeah, when we have bolt cutting to go into the back of Chesterton, that's what man had to do, bro. So right now, it's dire needs, fam, and this is why us at the Soup Kitchen, we reached out to all the companies left, right and centre and said that every half term we need to provide school kids who's on half term with a packed lunch. It's only when I go to these events they're like, oh, you're the Soup Kitchen guy, what can we do? And then I'm like, bro, let's do a charity event to raise some funds. Yeah, hit me up. And then when I hit them up, it's a madness.
You yourself, like, what do you feel when you know they've stopped the kids' food? What's that mean to you?
It's very frustrating, and it makes me angry. The reason why it makes me angry, because these people who have the control of stopping somebody's meal are not the same people that are actually living it. Do you see what I'm saying? I want a politician who grew up in the gutter of the dirt, who made it up into the House of Lords, who understands when they was growing up in the gutter. I don't want those fake people who grew up in the gutter, made it big, and then they forgot about where they came from. And that's why for me, I would never ever forget where I come from. I know I come from the greasiest grease. You see what I'm saying? I come from the grease. So for me coming from the gutter, I know when I get older, when I'm looking at the youth them playing fireworks, I understand. It's wrong. It's fully wrong. But big man, I understand. There's nothing for them to do. They're locking off all the firework displays. So the youth them are going to do it themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Right now, these youths are going in shops and licking it to eat food. Remember I told you in my interview, you know, that's what man was doing with my brethren to eat food, you know.
Yeah.
Right now, there's young people right now going out there to lick it, to go and get food. Their mum and dad have to go shop. Their mum and dad have to go work and come home at 8 o'clock at night. So they're at home all day playing games. There's only so much game you can play.
Yeah.
You're gonna go on road and you're gonna be frustrated. See, the person who makes the most complaints is our own black people. Saying, why, them man there, remember I said in my interview, right, them man there, them looks mad. Them man there look flipping, going on holiday and then they're buying this and they're buying that. Making pure allegations and not talking about the hard work that we're doing. And that, I don't think you understand, that burns me to another level, that I done this from blood, sweat and tears. We've got an amazing team that puts in work. Nobody's paid, fam.
DARDEST TV, Block 5, man like Solomon, Soup Kitchen, been putting in this work. Let's start at the beginning, big man. What are you feeling about the way things are at the moment? The way the government is, the way the people are living, the way it's even harder work for you than it's been all the way through.
Do you know what it is, yeah? I think in this whole thing, yeah, obviously I don't want to say something's going to get me shut down and get the government to assassinate me, yeah? But on a big man thing, I think the government is just cleaning up. They're cleaning up. And what I mean by cleaning up, I don't mean like they're just dumping everyone. I mean they're trying to create new businesses. They're trying to create. If you look around now, you're seeing a lot of the shops close down. A lot of shops are closing down. A lot of shops that's been there for years is just closing down. So I just think they're just rebrand. I think this is like a massive rebrand. You know, I do believe that there is coronavirus, but I personally think coronavirus, yeah, is like the flu. But the way how the media is making it sound like is out there killing X amount of people. I was thinking, well, right, if it's killing X amount of people, wouldn't we see mad funeral cars outside? We would have seen mad funeral cars going left, right and centre, just, you know, funeral after funeral after funeral after funeral. Like, so for me, it makes me sit down and think, like, there might be a coronavirus, but I don't think it's actually what they're making it out to be. I think they're just, it's like a scare tactic. And the scare tactic, again, has worked because, you know, it's made us all go inside for 10 o'clock. You know, when they said lockdown, we didn't come out of our house because we was fearful that if we came out of our house, we might catch coronavirus, shivery, and then we'll die. That's what they made it out like. And for someone like me, I'm thinking, well, right, if we were on lockdown, who's going to support the homeless? So I said, bun all of that, I'm going out on road. And when I went out on road, it was empty. But it was empty because everybody was fearing what the worst could happen. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was out on the road, seeing everything. You know, still picking up donations, seeing people still. Remember, you still had to go shop. You still had to go and buy your groceries when everyone's panic buying. But when you're panic buying and then it's all done in your house, you have to go back out on the road and you have to go shop. The buses were still running. So all these things were, you know, my mind was open to think, it's kind of fugazi. You see what I'm saying?
Show them what's here, what you're dealing with.
So guys, right now we're at the Soup Kitchen. Everything you see in it is freshly made. Freshly made. As soon as it comes in, it goes. We don't just hold things for puppy show. As soon as we get it, we distribute it straight away, guys. You see the staff team. Yeah. We've got about 7 staff teams going to be going to the north, east, south, west of London, distributing all these foods. Right now, this whole building, we've got over 400 food packs.
Let me see, what's going on?
400 food packs, and we've got food packs. So in the food pack, we've got a sandwich, crisps, drink, your 5 a day. Come on. Yes, and look, and there's pure of them. There's pure of them. You see when I'm asking for donations? You see when I'm asking for donations, I'm going ham on all of them. Man needs everything. because kids need everything. So in here, you go in here, Chris again, nice sandwiches, drinks, big man. And we've been getting this for every half term. So as soon as half term hits, Monday, the donations coming from 9 o'clock in the morning, they don't stop coming in. So these are actually from 3 different organizations. For 3 organizations, as soon as they come in, they're touching the roads.
What do you think the future is? Do you think this is going to die down? Do you think anything's going to be able to get back to the way it was for you before?
I think it's definitely going to die down, but I think it's not going to be the same as what we remember it as. You see that my children, when they grow up, it's going to be a norm to them. Well, to us, we're going to be like, big man, it wasn't like this, you know. But we used to go to raves at 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you see what I'm saying? That was our norm. I think, you know, it's I said to my son, yeah, son, do you remember a shop called Woolworths? Pure people's watching this wouldn't even remember Woolworths. But to me, that was a norm. They shut that down and they demolished it everywhere where people don't even know about Woolworths. And I think it's going to be that same effect when, you know, the new legislations come in and it's going to be final. That's what they're going to be doing. Do you see what I'm saying? I go out a road, remember, when I'm still giving out deliveries after 10 o'clock. Big man, the road is dead. The shops are all closed. I'm not used to that. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and I'm thinking, why, does coronavirus come out at 10 o'clock at night? It's confused. This is what I'm trying to say. People have to start thinking. Why would they tell you to close shops at 10 o'clock? Is it more impacty after 10? You know? It just don't make sense. I don't understand why, you know, all these clubs are all closed. Everything, this is, to me, it's a proper shock. It's a proper body shock. Because I've never seen it like this in my life. So we don't just give to young people, we make sure that their family is also provided with a meal. So after the fact of the lunch is done, we've got something to cook at home. So we've got some fresh meat from Nando's, from the local butchers as well. Over here as well is more packed lunch and more packed lunch. And everything you see, guys, was all made today. Everything was made today. This will be gone today. And then tomorrow, it's going to be packed like this again with freshly made goodness.
You're a businessman and you're a man who's been putting in for your community. You're black. You've been putting into the black community for years. Black Lives Matter is at the top of people's lists at the moment. You yourself, on the real, what do you feel about Black Lives Matter?
Again, I don't want to say nothing was gonna, but I have to be real. Black Lives Matter to me, hashtag sounds amazing. But is it really Black Lives Matter? Is it really Black Lives Matter when black on black crime is still going on? Is it really Black Lives Matter when, you know, we have to create organizations like Black Pound Day for people to support black businesses? Is it really Black Lives Matter when a young person who's black don't get looked after by his own community? When I was younger, I remember if I done something wrong, somebody could box me in the back of my head. We don't have that now. Do you see what I'm saying? So Black Lives Matter to me, it sounds amazing in theory, but in practice, it's fugazi. It's absolutely fugazi.
Let us know, who are the companies that are supporting and giving you this?
So we've got an amazing company. So we've got Uptown's Bakery, very amazing. We've also got White Men Can't Jerk, Bad Boy Jerk. We've got Duke of Edinburgh, so they're the Duke of Brixton. So they've literally teamed up as well. Absolutely amazing. We've got Sans Catering, come all the way from West. Literally donated some amazing high quality fruits, vegetables, amazing, lovely sandwiches. Today's just been crazy, very overwhelming. Heinz donated us over 2 pallets of baked beans and spaghettis, and it's madness. I'm so overwhelmed right now. See, like right now, COVID, where there's no shows, bruv, hit man up. hit man up, bro. Because right now, COVID ain't stopping homelessness. COVID ain't helping your next door neighbor with no food. COVID ain't helping, do you know how many people who come here that look like they're lavish and they're broke and they got no food? This is what we're here for, fam. This is what we're here for. Forget the full gaze, forget the glitz and the glamour, because when that's all said and done, it all rolls back to where we have to help people to help people. And if we're not helping people, fam, we're done. Don't help people when you need help.
Companies saying to you when they're donating this food, what do they think about the state of things at the moment?
Do you know what? They are in a lot of disbelief. You know, it's like when we're reaching out, when the staff team is reaching out to them to say to them that, look, this is what's going on, they literally are oblivious to actually know what's actually going on. And I don't blame them, because a lot of them don't live the lives that we live.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? They don't live the knowing that we have to go on benefits and we have to look for work and we have to do CVs and we might not get the job, even though a lot of people might have left with schools with, you know, high grades. You know, they just end up selling high grade. Do you see what I'm saying? And that is just the life that we live.
If all things could go the right way for you, the company you've built, the people that are helping you, and the future of the people out here that you're helping, what would the ideal situation for all of this be for you?
The ideal situation where one of the main reasons why we've not gone for government funding, remember, it's not the fact that we've not got government funding. The whole point is we try our very best not to accept government funding, because you see with government funding they stipulate what we can and what we can't do. My thing is I want to be able to cater for everyone, any and anyone, any postcode, any area. That's why if you go on my social media, Solizon, add me, you will be able to see that I go everywhere. My thing is social capital. Yeah. I keep things old school. I'm not one of these guys, these little millennium guys that stay in their area and only know their area. Me, you catch me everywhere. Do you know why? Because I get around, I speak, I communicate with everyone. I'm not on this fake-ish. I'm from Somalia, yeah? But I'm not on this fake-ish because you're from over there and you're from over there. For me, that's crazy to me. That's crazy talk, and I ain't gonna entertain that. You'll catch me in town, you'll catch me in Loughborough, you'll catch me in Peckham, you'll catch me in, like yesterday we was doing mad deliveries in North London, we was in Broadwater Farm Estate, we went to Harsden, giving out food packs. Big man, we don't stop. All these area gang beef don't mean nothing to man, bro.
Yeah.
People are hungry. Seeing all these local gang wars, they're all going through the exact same struggles, bro. Same estates, same councils, same rats, mice, cockroach, same thing, bro.